All right, guys, listen up, please. We've got two very big games at home coming up. Celtic in the league and Milan in Europe. Now, quite honestly, I'm sick of losing to Celtic. So, Bursting, look, mate, I know you're trying to help, but just focus on not trying to throw the ball into your own net, please, mate. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South. It's Season 11, Episode 3 today. It is Celtic at home in the league, AC Milan at home in the Champions League, and if we get 2 wins there, it'll set the season up very, very nicely for us indeed. Now, I thought we'd start by having a quick look at the dressing room dynamics. You can see, generally speaking, it's going well. There are 3 players who are unhappy. Campo, he wants to leave, which he wants more playing time, which is fine. He's here on loan. He can leave whenever he wants. We don't need him anymore. We have got Walker, who is the club captain, which isn't ideal. He wants to leave. It says to play in a better division. If we get an 18-point-something million bid, I said I'd accept it. That's not going to happen. Bukiano wants to start more games. That's fine. He can play as many games as he wants. And we've got a promise that's ongoing with him that is going to be kept. There's no problems about that whatsoever. You can see there, with the green, we've fulfilled it. 7 days to go. He's going to play both games today. No worries there. Now, in terms of the hierarchy, we've got Walker, Bermudez, and Ayrton as the team leaders. And again, generally speaking, everybody supports me, except Gary Turpie for some reason. Come on, man. I mean, I've given you everything you have in the game. A little bit of respect, please. And the social groups, again, looking quite good. We're almost everybody into 2 main social groups. Captain in one, vice captain in the other. That's almost as good as it can get without actually getting everybody in the one group, I would say. So, yeah, looking all very good there off the field. Now, on the field, there are 2 games to catch you up on, both against Aberdeen, strangely enough. The first one was, I think the first one's in the league, so let's go see how we did there. Pedarovic gave us the lead late in the first half, but Aberdeen were level before half-time. Ball played in Angus to restore our lead, before Makriev made it 3-1. But Aberdeen ensured a nervous end to the match. So we made really, really hard work of this. You can see in the first half, you can see on the XG tracker, was relatively even. Second half, we were quite comfortable, but we just kept letting them back in the game. So, yeah, we got there in the end. That is ultimately the main thing. But defensively, there's still a few concerns I have, because we're just conceding too many goals right now. So that was that. Next up, it was the Betfred against Aberdeen. It was a quarter-final. Let's see if we can make the last 4. We took an early lead through Cleese first for the club. Celino made it 2-0 early in the second half. And Toro added a third. So this was much, much more clinical from us. We deserved this. We saw them off with relative ease. Klee, our Brazilian 18-year-old, got his first goal for the club, so that's good. You can see we rotated a little bit, but not too much. It's still a pretty strong side, to be fair. And yeah, we got there quite comfortably. And in the quarterfinals, in the semi-finals, it is, of course, Celtic, because why wouldn't we play them in the Betfred? So you can see all the tables and that here. We are still top of the league, 3 points ahead of Rangers and Celtic, which makes today's game against Celtic very, very big indeed. Champions League group, both ourselves and Milan won on the first group game. So, again, very big game, especially because it's our home game against them. And, yeah, well, let's not waste any time. Let's get to this Celtic game, shall we? We are expecting the same formation they always play, that defensively, more defensive 4-3-3 formation. And this is the team we're sending out. Bursik in goal, Muros, Bukiano, Adu, and Ayrton as the back 4. Mihai, Mashagi, and Arvik in midfield. Torres in behind, Johnny Angus and Celino. And we're rotating a little bit, but not too much ahead of the Champions League game. So let's hope that we send out a team that is strong enough. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. Spence and Eastham, they are 2 dangerous players that have scored against us quite a lot recently. Abu and Adu at the back is not going to confuse anybody. And what do we want to say to this? Put on a show out there. All right, I can get on board with that. Let's put on a show. Hopefully a good show, not a comedy, because that'd be annoying for everybody. All right, and here we go. A TV game as well, as you would expect. Look at that recent form. Very, very nice indeed. And let's hope we can keep that going. I think the recent form is maybe, as I say, a little bit misleading because we've conceded quite a few goals. And I'm not completely convinced at our quality, to be honest, defensively. But we've got away with it so far. We're 6 from 6. And if we can go 7 from 7, then happy days. But here we go, both teams on the field. And let's see what we can do. I did toy with the idea of going with wingers. The reason I didn't is I want to keep the wingers fresh for Milan. We will be going with wingers. That's a good ball for Johnny Angus. Back to Torres. Torres to Bukiano. Oh, that is stunning. It's offside though. Linesman, come on. You've got to keep that flag down for that finish. Reminiscent of the Peter Arvik goal against Aberdeen, which was stunning, but this is the Ibby a mile off. But, oh, the finish. The finish is brilliant. Jackie Chan will be proud of that knee. Let's encourage them. Bubba Adu is frustrated. That's the first time I think we've seen Bukiano look like a £40 million signing. It wasn't in front of goal. Well, it was, but the wrong goal. In front of our goal, not their goal. No, in front of their goal, not our goal. You know what I mean. He looked like a good attacker. I'm wondering if we get rid of exploit the middle. As good as we are through the middle, maybe we want to look to use a little bit more width. It is a home game for us as well, so that always, let's try demand more. That always puts a little bit of extra pressure on us, perhaps, to want to go out and make sure we win the game. And we've got a highlight here, Torres to Celino, our two Spaniards combining. Bukiano to Adu. To Mashagi. Here we go. Mihai. Look at Ayrton. Look at Ayrton. There he is. Angus finds him. Now, can he whip the cross in? We've got three in the box. More getting forward. Angus to Johnny Angus. Oh, and it's fallen for Celino. Ayrton to Angus, I should say. Not Angus to Angus. But Celino is Johnny on the spot, or Louis on the spot, as the case may be. It's 1-0. And nice ball there, wasn't it? Angus out to Ayrton. Ayrton looked to re-find him. He did. I think it was a save from the keeper. Yes, it was. And Celino is just there. Sticks his foot out. Taps it in. And it's 1-0. Happy days. Let's praise them. And let's see if we can go on with this now. Come on. A 1-0 win would actually give me a little bit of pleasure, just because it means that we've kept that clean sheet. We haven't shifted more goals, which is what we've really had a habit of doing. Let's not get any complacency in our performance, please. I mean, one thing you would say about that half in terms of a defensive performance is we didn't see much or anything in terms of highlights from Chelsea, so that's obviously positive. I would like a second goal so I could take either Mihai or Mashagi off, because I'd like one of them to play against Milan and have a little bit of freshness about them. And Bayless is on the bench, so he can come in and play that right side Mazzella for us. Given that Mashagi's on a booking, he's probably the one that we should look to take off. Oh, that's a nice ball. Ali Spencer's there again. He scores against us for fun. And it is 1-1, 10 minutes into the second half. There's just something about us that is not quite there this season defensively. Not much Bursik could do about it. And we've seen something from him now, haven't we? Let's demand more. Arvik has picked up a booking now as well. All right, Mashagi's looking nervous. I think that's enough from him. I don't want a nervous player on a booking. That just seems like a bad idea. So we can make that change. That's no problem at all. And apparently Bayless is looking nervous as well. Is it one of these where a 1-1 is not terrible? Angus is having a bad day. Let's get Stanek on for him. And with 10 to play and having not seen much of us in this second half, let's switch to wingers. Okay, so Makriev is coming on to replace Arvik, and everybody else there more or less stays in position. So we'll get back out there and let's hope a little bit of extra width might turn this game for us. Arvik was on a booking, which is why I took him off and didn't leave him on. Stanek could have gone and played up front. Oh, and Stanek has scored a goal, and it's Makriev with the assist. The change instantly has worked for us, and that is Well, that gives you a little bit of pride, doesn't it, as a manager, to make it change. To be honest, it wasn't from open play. It's just the ball. It's terrible defending from Celtic. They've given Makriev space. They've left. Look at that. Oh, it's Celino, not Stanek, that's got the goal. Either of them could have scored it. They were both standing there. Let's give it a focus. They've changed the way they're playing now. And let's see if we can make the most of the extra space. Stanek, oh, not quite there. And I wonder if there's an argument to say we drop somebody back in now, but of course we've taken Mashagi off, and he would be the man that we would probably have dropped back in. Oh, there's a miss. That's the second time they've done that to us, though. So let's just tighten up these lines and just try and make it a little bit more difficult for them to pass through the middle of us like that. And with time ticking down, let's close down this mofo. All right, so we're just doing all the usual, closing down things. We're not going to drop someone back because Mihai, he probably could do it, All right. Are we going to live to regret that? We can drop Torres back in, who's comfortable playing there as well. And I didn't change it to defensive, did I? Hopefully we can just see out there, get a nice big 3 points against Celtic, and there we go, job done. We do just look better with wingers, don't we? Which is a bit of a shame given how many strikers we have, and we don't have that many wingers at the club, to be honest, but they're doing the job right now. So we had the early kickoff. There is no other games yet that have been played, but the Celino double gets us 6 points clear, and we were in control. It's another one of those games where we were in control, so we're always going to have to pay 4 million for Ayrton. Does anybody not think Ayrton is worth another 4 million? He's been brilliant, hasn't he? Yeah, it's another game where, yes, we've won, but it wasn't as comfortable, and it felt comfortable. It felt like we were the better side, but we've only won by a goal, and it is going to cost us at some point, this defending. Anyway, right there, it is Champions League against Milan next. Okay, welcome back. Now, a little bit of good news is that the kids have beaten Milan's kids, so they currently sit top of the group with 4 points from 2 games, having drawn Salzburg's kids in the first game. So it's a bit disappointing because they then have lost to Olympiacos. But anyway, we'll see how they go. Klee getting the job done there with the 2 goals for us. But let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here against AC Milan. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them, and we are matching them up. So it is Bursic in goal. It's Rojas, Bukiano, Walker and Ayrton as the back four. Mashagi and Alvarez in midfield. Makriev, Bol and Stanek as the attacking trio in behind Angus, though we'll get you going as a complete forward, please, mate. Bench of the backup goalkeeper in Perez, Toro, Emaruso, Muros, Mihai, Arvik and Celino. Okay, so we can see the team sheets here. Omar Saleh, we had him somewhere. I want to say Brentford, if you've been with the channel for a while. Rafael Leao, Leeds United legend, of course. Anybody else there that I recognize other names, but not that we've had. This guy here, though, I'm pretty sure I signed him years ago in Football Manager. He was a Swiss midfielder, I think. I recognize that name as well, but that's from pre-YouTube days for me. What do we want to say here? Put on a show out there. There's no pressure. Just go have some fun, boys. It's Champions League. It's not like anybody's watching. Be absolutely fine. All right, and here we go. First home game in Europe. This will champion in the group. No, this is our first home game, isn't it? Because we didn't have to qualify this time around as Europa League winners. And if we are to top the group, this is a very important game to win, isn't it? Milan, of course, were in the Europa League with us last season. They got knocked out by Rangers in the semi-final. So they're obviously a good side. But if Rangers could beat them, hopefully we can as well. Although that was last season's AC Milan, not this season's AC Milan. But Palmerston Park, packed to the rafters. This is the second last season of Palmerston hosting our games. Of course, we've got a new stadium on the way. I don't want to talk about the name. That still hurts. Where was it? Aberdeen. Was it Barlatown or was it... I think it was Barlatown after the series when we sort of skipped 10 years. They'd named a stadium after me, but I've never had a stadium named after me while I'm sort of managing the team. I thought this was the one. There we go. Ayrton picks up a bit of a loose pass. And let's see what we can do with possession. Alvarez gets it forward. Nice one for Stanek. Can he find someone in the box? Angus is there. He goes a bit far to penalty, is it not? Still Stanek with the ball. Cross to the back post. Makriev is there. Heads it into the ground. And Titsvan Makriev is looking to be the best signing we've ever had. What a start to the season he's had. Another big goal for him. And, well, let's hope he lasts a little bit longer than Conan Ong, who was threatening to be the best signing we've ever had. There's one for the comments. Best signing we've had so far in the series. Ayrton's probably a candidate for that as well, isn't he? But in terms of a start, Makraev is right up there. Salzburg beating Olympiacos away from home. That makes our win at their place look decent, doesn't it? But as I say, I don't think we want to get too carried away about this group. That's not best defending. Oh, Jesus. VAR, do you want to save us there, please? Our defensive work is just not particularly good. Walker's sitting back a little bit. Bucchiano's gone up. Yeah. It's just not great, is it? It's just not great. Let's give him an encourage. Olympiacos has equalised as well. Thomas Boll over a free kick. Thomas Boll! Almost. Was that a save or was it? It was a save. Goalkeeper's done brilliantly there. Makraev with a corner. Can he assist the goal? It's a good one to the back post, but it's straight in the goalkeeper's hands. And that will do it for the highlight. They scored from their only shot on goal, which always just... It's so annoying, isn't it? Let's encourage them again. Another corner. Makraev again to deliver. Again, it's towards the back post, and oh, it's the crossbar this time. I think it was Walker. It may have been Mashagi back there. Both very good in the air, of course. Johnny Angus is having a quiet game up top. We do have Celino we could bring on as sort of more to lead the line, as opposed to be that complete forward. The other option we have, of course, Stanek could go up front. Let's just, again, relax. Just relax, boys. Maybe except you defensively. Maybe don't relax quite so much. Yeah, we could do that and bring Arvik to play out wide is an option. We'll give it one encourage and then we're going to start demanding more, I think. But that's fired them up a little bit. And, all right, so let's leave Angus on for a moment. Angus is one of those guys that it's always, you don't want to take him off because you know what he can do. It's probably like Harry Kane at Spurs or just Messi and, you know, Ronaldo, those guys. You don't really want to take him off because you know that they can pop up with a goal at any moment. And yes, I'm putting Angus in that category of player. Here we go, through the middle for Thomas Boll. That's a good pass from Bucchiano. Angus just mistimed his run. Makraev is there. Can we put the pressure on? No. Can we win that back? We can. Alvarez picks it up. He gets it forward, looking for Stanek this time. Again, Milan clean it up. But again, Rojas has it. Again, it comes back in towards Johnny Angus, and that's why he's on the field. Oh, it's not offside, is it? There was a lot of balls going back and forth, so it wouldn't be surprising. But I think he was on. But I'm unbiased, of course. Oh, he was off. Well, that's a shame. Oh, just couldn't quite get back, could he? Good finish, really good finish. And is that enough to leave him on the field? Let's try demand more now. No, that's not worked. All right, let's get rid of exploit the middle. Let's try raising up our tempo. We'll get rid of work ball into the box. We will still look for overlaps, though if we've raised the tempo, there's less chance of the fullbacks being able to get forward. And we've got a highlight. Rojas with the throw. Finds Boll somehow. Not quite sure if that came off the defender or off Stanek. But anyway, here we go. Thomas Boll. He's got players in there. Stanek. Oh, that's a rocket finish from Marko Stanek. Stankic. One of those. And he makes it 2-1. And hopefully this time we can see this out. Bucchiano having another bad game in Europe. Bucchiano, man, what have we got to do? £40 million we spent on him. We were getting him to play a little bit better, I think, as a cover defender. Maybe we need to go back to that. All right, Angus. Celino is... Maybe we leave him out there at this point. Confirm the change, please. Mashagi's picked up another booking. We've got something to do defensively here now. Cross comes in. It's away by Walker. It's only gone as far. Oh, that's a good goal. That's an annoyingly, frustratingly good goal. And it's 2-2. And that's one of those, we may not be looking the best defensively, but there's not much. We could be looking amazing defensively. There's not much we can do about that. And we are tied again. All right. The Shaggy's having a bit of an off day and on a booking. Let's get Mihai on for him. And it feels like we've been the better team here, but we're not able to kill off the game. Mihai's got all the space of Palmerston Park. It's Rojas. Rojas to Angus. Johnny Angus turns, looking for Makreyev, but can't find him. And if we go behind in this game, I will be very, very frustrated. It's almost one of these now. Oh, Rojas does well. Here we go on the break. Johnny Angus, can he stay onside this time? He has, surely. Johnny Angus, can he win it for us? Johnny Angus, of course he can. He's Johnny Angus. It's a 5th of the season. We'll go back to balance now, and that was very, very nice indeed. Just when I thought it was going to go in at the other end, Toro finds Stanek. We've got the space, all of Palmerston Park to work with. 3-on-3 at the back, and Johnny, that's a good finish, isn't it? It's a really calm, composed finish from Johnny Angus. All right, let's give them some praise, and let's hope we can see it out this time. They've gone back to a 4-4-2. And can Makreyev put a nail in the coffin? Ayrton crosses it in. It's blocked. Bol will pick it up. Maybe don't want our fullback quite that far forward. There's a cross. Oh, it's almost Angus with a second. And that is cleared away into touch. And in the 89th minute, we might use that stoppage to close this thing down, I think. So we don't need attacking fullbacks anymore. If you just want to go back to defend, guys, that's absolutely fine. We will drop Mihai back in. We will move Thomas Bol back there. Angus can stay up top, defensive, and oops, we will lower that tempo back down. We will not be looking for overlaps anymore because we don't want our fullbacks getting forward, and we'll regroup and slow down the pace. All right, let's get ourselves these 3 points, guys. Come on. 5 minutes of stoppage time is not ideal. Red Bull Salzburg 2-1 up in Greece. And there it is. Well, again, it's another one of these games. We've made very hard work of it, despite easily being the better side. Stankic gets man of the match, but we've got to sort out this defence because at some point, surely, it's going to come back and hurt us. So there are the other Champions League results. If we just scroll down to our group, there we go. We can see Red Bull Salzburg did get the win, so they go level on points with Milan. And that suggests then that Olympiacos may well be the whipping boys. And we've got 2 games against them next. Back-to-back, and what a game that was from Stankic. So yeah, this could be a situation of us getting this group done nice and early on if we can take the 6 points against Olympiacos, and we can really focus on the league and then go back to hopefully being in a good position in the league, focusing on Europe after Christmas. But that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time. It's Olympiacos, and so I guess we will come back for Hibs in front of that. So that's 2 big games there, 2 more home games as well. And if we can get the results there, then happy days. We will be absolutely flying. Take care.